Hello and welcome. Cruise 62, Universal Frequencies Festival. Absolutely lovely atmosphere we have over here. And an absolutely lovely chap that I have in my presence, Mr. Matt, Parabolic Flow. Hello and welcome. How are you doing, good sir?
Hey, I'm great. Thanks, and yourself, Vincent?
Very good, thank you, bro. Very good. How are you feeling today in terms of the festival, in terms of Universal Frequencies? How does Universal Frequencies make you feel?
I mean, it's been a great party so far. Last night was fantastic. Got a little bit of an overcast for now, but it's still keeping people on the dance floor. The vibes are still there. It's still full send. So yeah, it's going lekker.
Yeah. And if you didn't know, Mr. Mattman is quite involved in sound, not just with the DJing, not just with the producing, but also sound engineering in general. So you're always involved somewhat, So what I would say usually like what brings passion to music, but in particular for you, what brings your passion for sound in general?
I mean, that's a good question. I think it all stems down to taking or helping somebody with an idea of wanting to do something and kind of just helping them along the way to achieve it, whether it be for any kind of event or, just to push a kind of sound or just, have a band play. It's just all things that, it sounds easy on paper, but you need somebody to kind of help push and, make the rest of it happen. So, yeah, I've just always fallen into that. I started in a band when I was like 12 or 13, got involved with music then. And it's just been
random question, what genre was that, the band?
It was more like indie rock pop, indie rock pop, and then went to metal, and then just kind of, Psytrance just took over from there.
Yes. Obviously, man has like a deep and rich flavor of music that you listen to in like all the different genres. But how did you get to Psytrance, and how did you get to dark prog and all the little niches that you found?
Yeah, I mean it's been a journey. I was around about 14, 15, chilling at Eden on the Bay with a couple of mates, and one of us found Hatikwa. So we just started slamming that. I didn't even know that was kind of leaning towards the Xenon-esque from the start. And then at 16 started going to my first festivals, and just the snowball effect just happened there.
I see.
Went for seasons and seasons. And then it came down to, for dark prog and Xenon-esque style specifically, it came down to going to the Our Minds party that was at Assembly, I think about like 5-6 years ago. That was the first time I experienced Xenon-esque, and I was always into Dark Side and Forest, but that just sort of found that sweet little niche of like slower BPM, but still the same kind of textures and tones.
Still deep,
still deep stuff. That's kind of what drew me to it.
Awesome, bro. And when because obviously you DJ, sound engineering, production, when you're doing your production, what is your intention? Are you thinking about how the people are going to receive it? I was speaking to Adam, Garden of Eden, earlier, and he says it's like very like a meditation for himself.
Yeah.
Gets lost in just the creativity in general. So what's your mindset during that creative process, or even while mixing? What's the thoughts going through your mind?
I mean, for the production side, I try to get stuff that actually gets me dancing. And I find that a struggle at some points. So yeah, I try to make stuff for more myself than what I do for like a dance floor, because hopefully it just kind of just gels that way that they like it too.
Yes.
And in terms of mixing, I really like to try, make a journey, to kind of show people what they already know and show people some kind of different kinds of sounds or different kind of artists that you don't normally hear, that just kind of just helps you go down the rabbit hole that is this subgenre, because there's so many fucking artists. There's so many guys that are doing so much that don't have a big following, but their music is banging. So yeah, why not bring it to everyone?
Yes, some of the artists and some of the genres go so niche that you can only listen to so much. But out of his Bandcamp collection, I'm pretty sure he's listened to more than most. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And in terms of where we are at Universal Frequencies, how do you seeing it fit into the Cape Town scene? Obviously, it's a bit out, but you obviously are doing sound engineering for many events, involved with DJing or whatever it may be. I know that you're obviously deeply involved with Our Minds as well. How do you see Universal Frequencies fitting in the scene as a whole?
Well, I think that this, like, especially with where it is right now, it sort of is like a nice hybrid point for both the Garden Road scene and the Cape Town scene, being kind of in the middle of both. Usually it's either a Garden Route party, which is mostly Garden Route people, or Cape Town parties, which are mostly Cape Town people. This is kind of like that sweet spot of both communities kind of, coming together and aligning.
Yes, nice.
But, I've been supporting Lily with these events since, I think the first one was 2019, 2018. went to that one and the one after that before the great COVID.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been beautiful to see the progression and like the professionalism of the event. It's been fantastic.
Nice. I can imagine also from your side, again, being more involved in the behind the scenes, the professionalism is always nice, you know?
Yeah, it's nice to see things actually working behind the decor, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And final question for you, good sir. In terms of your future direction, you can also mention, some track releases that you're planning and everything. But in terms of your direction and the intention behind that, where would you like your sound and everything to go? Obviously, psychedelic music, and as we were saying, music in general, it's very exploratory. So
Absolutely.
it's hard to pin down. But from your perspective, what would you say?
Well, for the Parabolic flow alias, I'm really pushing to try get that more forest proggy kind of style really pushing in the country. We don't really have a lot of guys they're doing a lot of dark prog, but that forest prog area is just kind of, it's like you, myself, and maybe one other that are kind of pushing that sound.
Yes.
So I really want to try push that sound a bit more, and hopefully I've got a couple of tracks lined up in that kind of style that I'll be pushing out maybe by the end of the year next year. Hopefully get an EP together.
Got that little single that came out in our mind, that 142 little treffer. I like that.
There's
Yeah,
a nuance. Yeah. More to come, man. More to come.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Exciting stuff, bro. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure. If you don't know, just a little extra add-on. Also part of a duo alias, Ebb and Flow, with Mr. Tristan Henning, Void Walker. You have to give a shout out to them. Dive deep into that music. Dive deep into man's Parabolic Flow releases. More to come soon, as you just heard. But as I said, it's an honor having you here today. Let's enjoy this beautiful venue for what it is.
It's fucking send it, bro.
Yes, bro.
Boom.
Boom, boom, boom.